Hello everyone, welcome to the GNS Magazine videos. I am Paco Garcia and today I bring you the review of the game Race to the North Pole. Race to the North Pole came out in 2014, I think, or 15, I can't remember, 2015, by the company Playmore Games. A company, created by two really fun guys. Really fun and extremely talented and passionate guys. They're people I respect a great deal. Okay, it's a race game, and it's a game in which the players are meant to be racing to get to the North Pole. The name is pretty self-descriptive. Production-wise, I have to say it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I only have one complaint, just the one. Why it's pretty good? Okay, the illustrations they're just lovely. They're so funny. They're so goddamn funny. This is a game that's very light-hearted, and it doesn't take itself very seriously, and is just fun, pure fun. This is funny. But the components are actually very well made. The board is quite a complex board because it rotates, it spins around, and that's going to be one of the core mechanisms of the game I will go into in just a second. And the quality is very good. It's been designed so it can actually be dismantled and reassembled without too much problem, which is very welcome. The small cards are of a good enough thickness, although evidently and obviously I'm going to recommend that you sleeve them because they're going to see an awful lot of work. The cheats, tokens are very good. The meeples are very interesting. This is one thing. Meeples, you have to stick some little stickers to them that serve very little purpose. For example, each meeple will have a little, sergeant sort of symbol in it. And the only thing about them is that symbol is going to give you the name of the character in your little player mat that you're going to be using. You probably don't even need to stick those things. Also, those stickers are black, and on the black meeple it just can't be seen at all. So I don't know, it's kind of pointless. That's my only nickel about the whole thing. Is pointless. The game comes with a few blank tokens and blank cards, so you can draw whatever you like, which is good. Setup is simple enough. Assemble, deliver 3 cards per player, and then create a stack of little tokens. The other tokens, the objects that you're going to obtain when you ambush another player. It's a matter of 5 minutes, perhaps 7 minutes setup, which is pretty good. The rules are so simple to understand, been so nicely well laid out. It's like a comic book sort of thing, which is brilliant. They read in about 15 minutes. And as soon as you put the game on the table, everything makes sense perfectly. How do you play? Every round you're going to be able to move your meeple a place. That's it. How do you move your meeple? Right, you have 3 cards. The cards are going to tell you if you can move and ambush, or just ambush, and you can move either horizontally, vertically, or diagonally depending on what the card tells you. Now this is the tricky bit. Every card has a swirl little symbol, and each symbol is going to have 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5 dots. Those are very important because when you have a number of dots, for example in a 4-player game it's 12, then storm comes and you have to rotate the board 90 degrees, clockwise or counterclockwise or 180 degrees. What does that do? Right, the board has some squares cut into them, and it has some gaps, that you cannot go over. When you spin the board, basically it's going to change your route. So you thought you were going to be able to go straight into the North Pole? No anymore, because you're going to have a gap in there, and you're just going to have to go around it. It's very chaotic. It is very chaotic. One thing you can do is ambush another players. Simply, when you have a card that allows you to do this, just jump onto another player's space, and that meeple goes back to the ship and then has to come back again. Anything, for example, well, and you take one token. So basically, whatever it is that person was carrying, you take it, you steal it, you've ambushed it. Now, the thing is that among those tokens could be some surprises, like a hole in the ice, a bear that manages to also eat you, or a surprise storm. So it might not always be a good idea to do it. Do I like the game? Yes. At the beginning it's really good fun. When you've been ambushing people for a very long time, it can become a little bit tedious, I must admit. At some point it became a little bit, oh, okay. Funnily enough, when we ran out of things to steal from other players, you know, the focus shifted from let's get stuff to actually let's try to get to the North Pole, you know, let's stop bugging each other and let's go to the North Pole. So there's a change in dynamic in there. Did I mind? Not a lot. The game lasted about an hour, give or take, which is not too bad. And it was really good fun. You cannot prepare for anything in this game. It's very chaotic, and you cannot really have any strategies, because in 2 rounds the whole thing is going to change. So why bother? It's a gateway game. It really is. It's a very simple game to learn. It's great for kids. Absolutely great for children and families. It sets up very quickly. It's fun to look at. The original mechanisms of actually spinning the board, I really enjoyed that. And the components are very, very good quality. There's a lot to say for this game. There really, really is. If you want a very light game that you're gonna get out, you know, with people who don't play games and it's just fun, yeah, Race to the North Pole is definitely recommended. Thank you very much indeed for being there. Truly appreciate that. And please do give me your thumbs up if you have enjoyed this video, your thumbs down if you haven't. Tell me what you think about the game, if you actually have it or have tried it. Share the video and tell everyone, if you can, please help us with our Patreon campaign so we can update the equipment very soon. I promise we're going to do it very, very soon indeed. And don't forget to please subscribe to this channel. Thank you once again, and I'll talk to you guys